Hey there, it's Debo here. We're taking a look today at Wayne Manor.
Now up front, we've got a little bit of topiary, but not too much going on. I originally the green part that you see here was base plates that are laid on top of the grid network beneath it. But in order to make the fountain lightable, I had to switch it over to plates. So in doing that, I took out a lot of the foliage. I got to replace it and get everything looking nice. Do some landscaping. I also want to do some cobblestones around the side. But there you can see the fountain lit up. It looks better at night. Unfortunately, there's a lot of daylight coming in, but you can kind of see a little bit of the glow there. Over to the side, you see there's an old school water pump for some reason. And taking a look in through the front windows, kind of get a glimpse at the action going on inside there. I do have the whole estate lit, so the fountain, a few rooms in the house, and then the entirety of the Batcave underneath are all illuminated thanks to the Power Functions lighting system, which can be a pain to get a grip on how to exactly use that to the best of its capabilities. But I mean, the more and more you practice with it, the more the easier it gets. You know how that is. But yeah, there we see Green Lantern jumping over the back of the couch because somebody across the room wronged him. But now we're jumping right down into the Batcave because this totally makes sense. Yeah, you can see over the Batmobile there. You got the wall of weapons there in the back. Some other devices and scientific equipment there towards the center, but scrolling over to the left here, we've got the Wall O suits. We got a couple of numbers in there for Robin, but mostly it's Batman centric. At first, I wanted to just kind of keep it like legit Batman, not any side stuff, not any like Arctic Batman or anything like that, just like his main suits. But then I got a couple more cylinders, and I was like, you know what? Just push it. Just go for it. You got the suits. Throw them in there. The gold tools you see on the wall there actually came from the Voltron pack. And I think that only came with that pack just because it needed that tire iron thingy for the cross on his chest. But looking back here, you can see modified Bat computer from the Dimensions Lego set. There's Lobo, just because I mean the Batcave these days is open to so many people. Everybody's in and out all the time. Bruce just gave up after a little bit. After like 4 people were just down there regularly. He's like, you know what? Fine. Anybody can come into the Batcave. You know what? I have a dojo down here, and people can come and train in my dojo just because I'm Bruce Wayne. And why wouldn't they want to? Especially now that everybody's gonna know I'm Batman. Anyway, we got the T-Rex there. You can also see some Spider-Man graffiti going on in the back and a couple more Dimensions holdovers there to the right. This doorway is actually from the Jurassic World Juniors set. And then there's a large nuclear missile in there for some unknown reason. But we're scrolling over here, taking a look at the dojo. You can see a lot of the VIP Lego figures because I got so many of that set. It was like 500 VIP points. So every time I put in an order for as long as they had them, I got one. So I got like 4 or 5 of them. But we're going to do a slow move in here onto the back. The left there, you can see the scrolls and whatnot. Most of that is from an Overwatch set, along with a lot of filler. The scrolls on the side are actually from, I believe, I can't remember if it was Ninjago or Exoforce. It's probably Ninjago, though. Yeah, and you can see the 2 CMFs there duking it out in the center ring. We got the Drone Boy lifting weights, Nightwing training on the dummies, along with Nunchuck Kid. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back topside here and take a look inside the manor proper because it's more than meets the eye. There's some stuff going on inside here. But the back porch is pretty cool because it overlooks the little lagoon area with a lighthouse. You know, it's a nice place for if, you know, you wanted to throw a party. And then when the lights are off in the Batcave, you can't even really see it. It just all kind of blends in behind the stalactites and stalagmites there. The little lagoon bay area here, it looks like there's a sewer runoff, but it's creating enough of a wave for everybody to surf on. So, you know, good times. Hang 10. But here's the house on the inside. This one's a little different than most, you know, of my Lego builds, at least, as it's kind of a shell. The exterior of the house is a shell that just lifts off, and then you get to see all the floors intact on the inside, and you can see everything going on in the house at once, which is, I think, is kind of a cool thing. The colors of the rooms, you know, it was kind of cobbled together. A couple of things have been reworked in there, like Alfred's bedroom for sure. At least it's, you know, got something of a color scheme in there. I concentrated mostly on the first floor with this and trying to get everything looking decent, laid out decently, because, you know, lights were a consideration. But I did even make sure that there is access up here to the bat pole, so that when they need to, they can make a quick jump downstairs. At one point, the bat pole was exposed and it was able to be used by a minifigure to travel from the house, from Wayne Manor to the Batcave. However, my cat Nora loved to get in the Batcave. She would enter from the lagoon side, and every time she did, she would knock that pole way out of place. So I had to, well, I've locked it off to where she can't get in there now, but over time I've also had to kind of wrap that pole in like trans clear cylinders to keep it to keep it preserved,